Tip number 1. Hold the bar in a straight line during the whole lift. If you look at a good squat from the side, what you'll see is little to no lateral movement. That is to say, little or no movement horizontally or side to side. To help achieve this during your own lifting, lower the squat at a smooth and steady pace. This can be fast or slow. It depends on your own personal preference and what leads to you having a better line down. Your torso should remain immobile during the entire lift, and the range of motion and movement should originate and continue through the hips and knees. On the way up out of the bottom, draw your head back and shoulders back into the bar. This will stop the bar from crippling you forward and your torso losing its position. Pause full squats are a great drill for giving you a better appreciation of your squat form. And they also can teach you the optimal way to stand out of the bottom, especially in a full squat position. Tip number 2, stretch your hips and adductors. Inflexible hips cause poor squat technique, which leads to lower weight being used and also an increased chance of injury. Inflexible adductors as well cause the same kind of issues due to too much inward knee flexion. Goblet squat holds are currently my favorite squat stretch. To perform this, grab a dumbbell or kettlebell, hold it in the goblet squat position at chest level, squat down into a deep squat. From there, use your elbows to push out against your knees, pushing your legs out the whole time. When you're in that position, actively try to arch your lower back and stick your chest out. You want to hold this position from anywhere from 30 seconds up to 3 to 5 minutes if you feel it's useful. And you can do this initially 3 times a week, and as you get more confident in it, you can increase the frequency if you wish, or you can pull back. Once you're flexible enough, just simply squatting through a full range is enough to stay flexible within that range of motion. You can also use bands in a whole variety of ways to assist your stretching. And there are many great places on the internet to have a look at that. All Things Gym have a mobility section. Probably a good place to start if you're looking for more drills on flexibility. Tip number 3, squat with a mixture of frequency, intensity, and volume. Here's an example of how you might set up a decent squat program that can be programmed over 3 days. Day 1 is your heavy squat day. Perform single and doubles at over 90% of your squat max after a good warm-up. And you want to keep doing this for as long as you can hold your form good. Once your form or effort start becoming deteriorous, or you start becoming overly tired, then you quit the session. You could end up doing a single effort, or you might end up doing 10 singles or 10 doubles over 90%. It really does depend on how you're feeling on the day. Day 2, Wednesday. You want to use pause squats. Again, we're going to go for doubles or singles, and we're going to set it over 5 sets, and we're going to use a weight that's over 80% of your 1 RM. You can also use a front squat, you could use a safety bar squat, or you could use a completely different squat variation if you feel the variety of practice helps in your training. And day number 3 is going to be our volume day. We're going to do 4 to 6 sets using 4 to 10 reps, and we're going to keep our weights, our loads fairly moderate, and we're going to say 75 to 85% of your 1 RM. Over time, week to week, we're going to look to lift heavier within these parameters. And since we're just going day to day, it'll allow for variation. So days when you're feeling particularly bad, you'll be able to pull back, or you won't perform as well, effectively having a deload. Days where you're feeling good, you can push on as heavy as you want and take advantage of the fact that you're feeling good. That concludes this video. Any questions you want answers for, please leave a comment or send them in to speedpowerperformance@gmail.com. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you next time.